All right, so selling websites to businesses, that's what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to give you a really good solid plan to go out there and start selling websites to businesses. Now, maybe you're just starting with this, maybe you've been doing it for a while. Either way, this advice is going to help you. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you get value from this, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe. So what we're going to jump into right away is how to get going with selling websites to businesses and what sort of pitch is going to work. Are you going to have something that a business owner is actually going to care about, they're going to pay attention to, they're going to allow a conversation to happen between you and the business owner, and then you can move it towards a deal? Or are they going to ignore you and not reply to your email or not want to get on a phone call with you? What I'm going to show you is how to have something that's really going to get their attention, and it's going to motivate them to want to know more and possibly work together with you. So let's get into it right away. The big thing that you got to focus on when you're selling websites to businesses is results. This is what business owners care about. With a website, when they look at a website, and I'll get into this in a lot more detail in the next few minutes, but when they look at a website, they're not just seeing a website, they're seeing what it can do for their business. And this is how you got to sell it as well. If you're just selling the website, if you're just selling what it is on the surface, or why you want to sell them a website for your own reasons, those sort of things, the business owner is just not going to care, and you're not going to have an effective sales pitch. And I'm sure by the end of this video, if you've been doing it the wrong way, you're going to start maybe seeing some things right away that you can change and get better results. So the first big thing that people go wrong with, so number one wrong approach, is they sell what it is when they're talking to the business owner. So what I mean by this is they focus on like the technology or the way they're building the website or the features or the design. They're basically talking about the website itself. So I'm just going to do a little drawing here of a laptop to not have to write out all that. But they're focused on the website. They're talking about, hey, I built this website with WordPress. It's super fast. It's modern. Or, hey, I can build you a website using Wix. It's super cheap. I'm going to build it. It's 4 pages. It will look cool. Or sometimes people have already built the website. They're trying to approach business owners, showing them the mock-up, showing up the design they've done or whatever. The problem with that is this business owner over here, they got a million different things to think about, and they're thinking about the most important top level things with their business all the time. They're thinking about sales, how to get more customers, how to provide more value with their service or their product, how to run their business more effectively. And when you start talking about these things, talking about the website, talking about the design, the code, the features, why that makes sense to you, it isn't going to make sense to a lot of business owners. They're not going to understand how that can help them, why it's valuable, why they should pay attention to this. And they're also not going to have the time to let you explain and to re-educate them. A lot of the time, maybe some business owners, but a lot of the time the business owner, if you come in with this pitch, hey, I want to build you a new WordPress website, even though the WordPress website you could build them could help their business, could be valuable, you're going to do a great design, I'm sure. This business owner doesn't think like you, they think like a business owner, and they just don't see the connection. When they look at this very quickly, they look at your email or your Facebook post, or you ring them up, it's a phone call, or maybe even walk into them in the store in person, whatever. When you start talking about this stuff, they don't get it. They're confused. They just don't see the value. They don't see why they should care about this. And they're just very quickly going to go back to focusing on the top level stuff. Now, ironically, if they had paid attention, you could kind of tie it to these different things, how it could help them improve their business. But they're not going to give you that chance if this is what you lead with. If you come in with, hey, I want to do this website, I want to build this new modern design, I'm going to build it on this system, are you interested, can I do this for you, can we make a deal? It's not a good connection between your message and what they're most interested in. So another approach, the second way that people go wrong, is they actually do get some good results for other people. Maybe they do a portfolio for a family member or a cousin or a friend or something to get some results, and they think, okay, I'm getting results. These websites are helping businesses. So what I'm going to do is contact more of similar businesses. So basically these people will approach the business owner again, and they'll be like, hey, I built a website for, let's say your uncle's a construction guy. I built a website for a construction company, and I know you're a construction company, so I also want to sell you a website, and I was hoping to have a conversation and see if you're interested. Now, again, while this is actually pretty logical, if you got good results for a construction company, it makes sense to contact another construction company. The problem is the construction person over here, this boss or whoever's running this business, they think the only reason that you're contacting them is because you sell websites to construction businesses. And for them, while that's like a little bit more relevant than this pitch, they just think, okay, this person, if I get on this phone call, all they're going to do is tell me, what they told the last person to sell them a website. They don't understand me. They don't understand my problems, my unique situation, what I'm trying to work on this month or this year. And I don't want to buy something that's just generic that they're just building for every construction company. So the problem with this pitch is when you just called someone, you're like, hey, this is like the niche down thing. I have nothing wrong with niching down, but people, when they niche down, start thinking that because they're in a niche, the people buying in that niche are going to care that that's their niche. They're not really going to care because they're thinking about their own business. So this case of someone doing portfolio projects or any sort of projects, and they think, okay, I've done 2 projects for a construction company, I'll start contacting other construction companies. The construction company has a million different projects, a million different clients to take care of. They got sales pitches, they got deals, they got problems, they got staff, they got equipment. And when your main pitch is, hey, I build it for construction companies, they just don't see why they should care, why they should give it their time, their money, their focus, their energy, why they should send you information. Even though you're targeting the right people in this case, because you're going off your best results, again, your message here is just not relevant to these people because they're busy. They're just busy and they're not going to care that this is your niche and that you always sell to construction people or that you want to sell to construction people. They're thinking about themselves. So to kind of, let me just get rid of all this. To get to what is a good approach, let's throw this down here. What is a good approach that the business owner will respond to and that they'll like is talking about results. So when you're selling, no matter who you're selling to or what level you're at, even if you've just started and it's literally the first deal that you want to close, what this business owner cares about before we even get to the website or what you're going to sell them, what they care about is their business primarily. So they're thinking about their business and how to grow and improve their business. So they're thinking about things like sales, more customers. My handwriting's terrible. So sales, more customers, better experience for everyone, more efficient to run, like just their businesses working better, more efficient, more effective. These sort of top level things. So all the time they're looking at their business. How can I grow the business? How can I improve the business? And when it comes to where to put their time and their energy and their money and their focus, this is always going to be a priority over anything else. So when they're considering buying anything, website, a new company car, a new piece of equipment, hiring a new staff, getting a new office, they're always coming back to this stuff. How does it help with sales? How does it help, improve the experience for their current customers? How does it just make the business or their product or their service better in general? How does it make things more efficient, effective, their systems? This is what they're always considering when they make any buying purchase. This isn't just about websites, this is about anything. They're always going to look for a very strong connection with this stuff. If there isn't a strong connection, it's very likely that they're just going to leave it till later, which will be pretty much never. Or they'll just put very small amounts of money, time, energy, focus into it because they want to come back to this stuff. Because to them, this is what always matters the most. So when we're selling websites, we got to talk about results. And if we talk about results in the right way, we can basically show people before we get into the technical stuff, before we get into we've helped other construction businesses, the example I was giving, before we get into that stuff at our side of the solution, with our side of the business, if we can talk about this stuff first, get in with this, get them talking about this, showing that we can help with sales, improving the experience, making their business easier to run, making their service or product better. If we can lead with that stuff, we're going to get their attention, we're going to get their focus, they're going to start, wanting to know more, and then we can start discussing the solution, what we can offer them, and it's in that right order where we've built up the interest and desire, and then we can get into, hey, here's what we can actually do to help with these problems that you have, to get you these results that you want, to help your business. Now the website itself, I'm sure you can build a great website, code it looks good, good design, it's going to have all the different stuff in there, but that comes last actually with your sales pitch, because first, you gotta lead with this stuff or they're just never gonna pay attention to you. If you contact a business, okay, maybe like your cousin or your uncle or something, they'll pay attention to you, but when you contact a business cold, like a cold email, a cold phone call, you walk into a business, what they're looking for right away, when they look at you, when they hear your sales pitch or they read your email, they're always scanning for this stuff. Can it help with sales? Can it get me more customers? Can it make it better for my current customers? Can it make my systems run better? Is it going to make my business more valuable in the marketplace? They're looking for those big level connections. And if you can't show them very quickly that this is relevant to those things, they're not going to do that work for you. They're not going to try figure it out, more than like 10 seconds. They're not going to look at your full email and like, okay, well, maybe if we got this website, then maybe it could help with this, and maybe that could bring in new sales. If you're not doing that work for them and leading with that, they're not going to do it. They have a million different things. So we always got to lead with results. So where do we get results from? How do we lead with results? You basically have to look at your past projects. So as long as you have one past project, you can do this. If you don't have any projects, then just go out and actually start with anyone that you can help, as long as they're a business, so you can get some sort of results, and just try and help them with something. Try and help them get more sales by having a better looking website, getting more customers by helping it rank better on Google. You have a better system on the website to get more sales. If you want, let me know in the comments. I can make a full video on getting started, just building websites that get good results for businesses. But once you have one result, you got to start using that result to get the attention of other business owners. Now, what a lot of people do when they contact, again, a business, the wrong approach. Hey, I contacted you because I'm interested in selling you a website. Or hey, I'm reaching out to you today because I'm an SEO business and I wanted to have a phone call with you and see if you're interested in my services. Again, this is like the cart before the horse. People doing that approach, they're leading with themselves. So, it's like me, my business, and what I want. So I want a phone call with you, or I want to get an email back from you, or I want you to buy this for this price. So it's like, hey, what I do is this, and what I was hoping you could do is this. Are you interested? Business owner who's super busy, loads of different stuff, they care about their own business. You can see that this is not very effective. So what you need to do is, one, just stop doing this. Stop talking about your own business in the beginning. Stop talking about what you want and start thinking about what a business owner wants. So when you contact a business, it doesn't matter if it's a cold email, if you walk in person, if you phone them up, if you're making a Facebook post in a group of business owners, whatever, you got to lead with this stuff first. So what you're going to do is talk about results and basically how it can help them. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. It depends on what approach you're using, but you want to lead with this. Hey, I'm contacting you today because I think I can help you get more sales, And like you're going in with this like results, how it can help them. So if you had a past project, which is you should have one before you start reaching out to businesses cold. Hey, I just worked with another business similar to you guys and I got them way more sales. What I wanted to do is reach out to you and see if you're interested in something like that. This is the general approach. That wouldn't be the exact words that you use, but it wouldn't be too bad either. It'd be way better than this approach. But you're talking about what you've done for someone similar and how you think it can help them. And that's really just it. That's all you got to do in the beginning. You don't have to have a massive sales pitch or a gigantic email that people are going to, spend 5 minutes reading. They won't, basically. Very quick emails, very quick short phone calls, very quick posts or ads or whatever you're going to do. Talking about results that you got someone similar to them, and we'll get into that in just a second. So someone similar in some sort of way, and then why you think it can help them. Like, what's the benefit to this? And you're very directly tying it to these sort of things. More sales, improve the business, more customers, And then one more thing here is you want like an easy first step for them to take. You don't want to make it really difficult for them to respond or to, so hold on, easy next step. So lead with results, talking about how you've helped someone similar to them in some sort of way. I'll get into that in just a second. The benefits to them, to paying attention to this sort of stuff, and then an easy next step. So I might contact someone and go, hey, I'm after helping an oil and gas business similar to you guys. We're after doubling their sales in the last 30 days. Really think it could help you guys because I can see that you're interested in selling projects as well. What I was hoping was to just send you a little bit more information and see if you think it's relevant to your own business. Does that sound good? If so, just write back to this email. I'll send you the information and we can go from there. So I'm talking a lot about this stuff. I haven't talked about websites, design. I haven't got into what I'm going to use to code. I haven't talked about why I started my web design business or that I sell websites. I'm talking about results, why I think I can help them, why it's relevant to them, why they should pay attention, and then an easy next step. Hey, just contact me back and I'll send you some more information. let me know if you want to have a quick phone call. You know, just respond back and I'll come down in person and we can talk for 10 minutes. Something really, really easy. The easier it is, the more likely they are to do it. The better the results, the more likely they are to respond. And the clearer you can make this connection with how you can help them with these important things, again, the more likely they are to care and to actually pay attention and to make that next step as well. Now, results, I know I'm going really fast here, so if you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments. If you want me to break any part of this down in more detail in another video, let me know as well. Now, results is super important as well, and results is really the way that you sell websites. So again, when people sell websites, they start talking about how it's coded, what they're going to use to make, why they want to reach out to this business, why they should get a deal, all this sort of stuff that doesn't, again, it doesn't connect to the business owner. They don't care. So when you're selling the website, what you need to look at is, again, you want to rely on past results that you've gotten for someone, but what you want to talk about when you refer to past results and when you refer what you want to do to these people is not what the website is, but what the website can do or has done for other people in the past. So can do, has done. You kind of want both. So has done, you want to look back at your past projects. Not what the website was for those past projects, but what it did for that business. How did it help them get more sales? How did it get them more customers? How did it make their business easier to run? How did it make it more efficient and effective? How did it increase the value of whatever this business offered? You know, what did they sell, a service or product, whatever it is. How did your website do something for the business? Now, your website might be the best website in the world, or it might be, you know, a theme that you set up and you coded it all in a day or two. It's fine. That really doesn't matter. Either way is perfectly fine. I use a lot of templates when I design websites. I can code it all in a day. It doesn't matter. What the business owner is looking at is not the website itself. They're seeing what they can get out of giving you money. If they give you money for a website, what are you going to do for their business? Now, of course, they want a website that looks respectable, but beyond that, what they really care about is what the website can do for them and what they're going to rely on to believe what you're saying and basically trust you that you can do it is what you've done for other people in the past. And when you refer to your past projects in any way, what you need to be focused on is not how cool the design was and that you built it with this system and that, you know, won some award. 99% of business owners do not care about that stuff. You got to connect it directly to their business. Hey, I built 2 websites for people similar to you who were stuck with, you know, this sort of problem, and the results that we got were these things. We got a bunch more sales. They landed a big project. 20% increase in we made it more effective because we set up the system that allowed for the whole thing's just running better. Like all business stuff. That's what you want to be talking about. That's what you want to lead with. Cold email, a phone call, an in-person meeting, whatever it is. Whenever you look back at your past projects, focus on what they've done. Now, when you're having the conversation about, you know, what you can do for this business, again, you got to like get beyond the website and figure out what they want out of a website. What are they stuck with right now? So what's their problems? What's their needs? What's their goals? You know, what are they aiming for? Find out this stuff. This is what matters. This is what they want this is what they're going to want if they're going to pay you money for a website. You know, beyond just like $100 for a basic website, when the prices start going up, which is where you want to go, if you want to make more money, this is it. If you're talking about, hey, it's the best WordPress site ever and it's 4 pages and I'm going to use these fonts and we can get these really cool colors, it's like, okay, they're going to pay a limited amount of money for that, a small amount of money. When you start talking about this stuff, hey, I can fix that massive problem you have not being able to get enough sales. I can help you reach that quota you're trying to get right now. We can hit those goals and we can get your business to where you want it to be in 3 months. Let me show you how by da-da-da. And then you get into what the website can do. You always refer to what it can do. You never want to get into, hey, you know, code, technology, all that stuff. When they buy something like a website, they're looking for how they can leverage it to help their business. So I know a lot of different stuff here and I'm kind of jumping around all over the place. To quickly recap, business owners care about their business. They care about the most important things for their business, which is getting more sales, getting more customers, keeping their current customers in cash flow as happy as possible, and just their business runs more effectively. So growing and improving their business. For you to pitch these business owners, you got to talk about what you can do, how you can help their business using the website, but talk about the website later. Start with first that message of, hey, I'm reaching out to you because I think I can help your business. If you have the past results, introduce them, show what you've done for similar businesses. It doesn't even have to be that similar of a business. It could just be a similar problem. You reach out to a construction company talking about helping them get more sales, and your past project is for some other industry that you also got more sales. So you can talk about these things and use those rather than sticking in exactly the same niche with I only sell to these sort of people. You can look at what value you offered and then focus on that instead, which allows you to approach a lot more businesses in a super relevant way that they're actually going to care about. So lead with that and then have a simple next step to get them to start taking action. Don't make it too big. Don't ask them right away to jump on a full hour-long conversation, tomorrow. It's too much at once. Just ask them to respond with something simple. Ask them if they want you to send, ask them if they want you to send more information, something small like that. So you just get a response. And then once you get the response, you can move it from there. In the beginning, when you're starting to learn how to prospect and reach out to businesses, that's the best way to do it because you're going to get more feedback, you're going to get more engagement, and you can start learning what's working, what's not. If you have a really big step, so this is your first point of contact and you want to get them way up here on an hour-long phone call right away, that's such a big step that maybe 1 out of 200 businesses are going to do it. And even when they do, you're not going to learn what went wrong with those other 199 pitches. When you have a really small step, like just asking them to respond to the email for more information, maybe you're going to get like 50 or 60 people out of 200. So now you're getting way more information about what's working, like why certain businesses are responding, why they're interested. And that's just going to mean that you're going to learn way faster how to do all this stuff, how to communicate with business owners, how to sell to business owners, what they're looking for, why they care, why they're interested. So make the first step really small. Talk about the past results that you've gotten for others. Focus on the results that you can get them. Keep it all about the business. And once you get the communication going, then you can start introducing the website. When you know what they need, then you can start talking about the website because you know how to craft or match the website with what they want. So don't ever bring in the website before you know what they want, because when you introduce what it is that you can do, you want to be able to match it to what matters to them. If they want more sales, you want to be able to then talk about how a website can help them get more sales. If they want to grow their business, you want to show them the website can help grow your business. If you bring in the website first, you don't really know what they want or what they care about, so you're just kind of guessing, and a lot of the times you will guess wrong because there's a lot of different things that they might be interested in. So that's it for now. I know this is kind of a very, very fast video. If you want something more specific, just let me know. I'll make it up for next week. If you have any questions on any of this, just let me know. I know this looks absolutely crazy, but I hope you got some value from this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like if you got value, and please subscribe if you're interested in learning more about selling web design or these sort of things, and catch you next week.